Esainai el heharim me'ayin yavo Ezri. Esainai el heharim me'ayin yavo Ezri. That's from Psalm 121. I lift my eyes to the mountains. From where will my help come? My help comes from God, maker of heaven and earth. The eye never has its fill of seeing. Young or old, those who depart this life never see enough of the world, never complete their task, never cherish their loved ones enough before they are called home. How they yearned for yet another respite from the final summons, and how we yearned to have them close to us for yet another challenge in our lives, yet another joy, yet another precious moment together. God be now with those whose hearts are broken, because whenever parting comes, it comes too soon. Console them at this hour. Be near to them when light seems distant. Sustain them, O God, until their time of healing. I'm Rabbi Judy Ginsburgh, and it's an honor to be here officiating today. Herman Kabo was born on May 6, 1947, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was raised in New Jersey and moved to his wife's home state of Louisiana in 2016. He passed away at home on January 24, 2024. Herman was an amazing chef, and he loved food. The first time I met him several years ago with Glenda, we talked about lots of Jewish foods and how difficult they were to find here in Monroe. He even promised he would send me some good food from Zabo's in New York, but then COVID hit. While living in New Jersey, Herman operated Herman's Place Bar and Restaurant, which was famous for his chili, which earned him second place in the Atlantic City Chili Cook-Off Contest, only being outdone by a chocolate chili recipe. Herman was a veteran in the United States Air Force, serving in the Vietnam War, where he was a crew chief on a C-141 aircraft. Although he was from the East Coast, Herman loved the South, and he was affectionately known as Jersey to his friends. In fact, I think his email even had Jersey in it, as I recall. He could often be seen frequenting the cigar shop, along with his best buddy Levi, his beloved poodle. Herman was happy and always seemed to look at life with a glass half full attitude. To Herman, life was good. His wife Glenda was the love of his life. She is left to cherish his memory along with his daughter Karen and husband Chris, grandchildren Avery and Dean, his sister Elaine and husband Don, his sister-in-law Joyce and husband Steve, and his brother-in-law Neil, along with numerous nieces and nephews. Herman will be missed by so many. You can shed a tear that they are gone, or you can smile because they have lived. You can close your eyes and pray that they'll come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that they left. Your heart may be empty because you can't see them, or you can be full of the love you shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live yesterday or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember them and only that they are gone, or you can cherish their memory and let them live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can do what they'd want. Smile, open your eyes, love, and go on. At a Jewish funeral, this particular chant is always chanted. It's called El Male Rachamim, O God full of compassion. I will chant it in the ancient tune and then translate it for you. El Male Rachamim, Shochein Bamramim. Hamitzei menucha nechona tachat kanfei hashechinah. Im kedoshim uteorim kezohar harakia mazhirim. Et nishmat shehalach leolamo Baal harachamim yastirehu b'seter kenafav leolamim. Vitzror, vitzror, hachayim et nishmato. Adonai hu nachalato. V'yanuach b'shalom al mishkavo. V'nomar Amen. May the source of life open our hearts in compassion and our eyes to wisdom, that we might glimpse in perfect peace and sadness the way of all things. May Herman's memory be for us a blessing, and may we never let the light of his love grow dim in our hearts. May we remember all his worthy and righteous deeds, that his memory be forever bound up in the bond of life. God is our source and our destination, our beginning and our end. God gives and God takes away. May Herman's death awaken us to this truth, that the bond of love we shared is not ever severed in sorrow. May he rest in peace, and let us say together, Amen. Amen. We will continue with a graveside service at the Veterans Cemetery in Rayville, where we will recite the traditional Jewish Kaddish prayer. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose, peace under heaven. To everything there is a season, a time for everything under the sun, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to laugh and a time to mourn, a time to seek and a time to lose. This is a time we gather to remember someone who gave meaning to all of our lives. This is a time we recall the bonds that hold us, the love we shared, and the memories that will sustain us. May those who mourn the loss of Herman find comfort in the hope that though the dust returns to the earth as it was, the spirit returns to God who gave it. Death is not an end. Those we love have passed through the gateway of the grave into the peace of life eternal. We know that all of us must tread the same path, though we know not when the hour may come. Let us so live that the coming of that hour shall find us unafraid. May our deeds do honor to the memory of Herman, whom you have taken to yourself. Trusting in your wisdom and loving kindness, we praise your name. To honor Herman's military service, I would like to invite the color guard to proceed with their ceremony now. Judaism, we recite the Kaddish prayer at every funeral and on the anniversary of each death, the yearly anniversary. There's no mention of death in this prayer. Rather, it affirms God's name as manifest in every place and at every instant, even at our darkest moments. The Kaddish prayer expresses our obligation to nurture a world that is filled with holiness. You'll find the prayer in your program that you have. I will read it in the original Aramaic. It's so ancient that it's not even Hebrew, it's Aramaic. And there is a translation of it in there for you to see. Because this prayer is so holy, we do rise. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chai yichon v'yom echon, u'v'chayei dechol bet Yisrael, ba'gala u'vizman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mivorak leolam ulamei omaya, Yit barak v'yish tabak v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar v'yit alev v'yit halal shemei dekudesha b'rechu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. May you, who ordains the harmony of the universe, send peace to us and to the whole world. And may we say together, Amen. The last good deed or mitzvah that we can do for someone who has passed away is to actually help bury them. So we will go to the site of the grave after the coffin is lowered. If you wish, and we let the immediate family do this first, we actually take some earth with a shovel or with your hands and put it into the grave. And that's the last thing we do to say goodbye. If there should be a shovel, we use the back of the shovel to show our reluctance to say goodbye. So if you do choose to put some earth into the grave, please turn the shovel upside down, put the earth in, and then put the shovel back in the dirt so that each person can complete the full mitzvah from beginning to end. And Glenda, I do have some earth from Israel to give you that you can put in the grave as well. And so after we do that, I think we may drive to be closer to where the graveside is. After we do that, our service will end.